Our next story is about Joe Biden, the President of the United States, and a self-proclaimed gaffe machine. In 2018, Biden confessed that he is prone to gaffes. 4 years on, he is only living up to what he said. At a recent event in North Carolina, he appeared to be shaking hands with no one. Quite literally, he turned around after his speech and shook hands with thin air. The gaffe has opened a can of worms. American citizens are saying their president needs help. Here's a report.
Joe Biden is a gaffe machine. We're not saying this. The US president himself admitted this in 2018. Announcing his bid for the 2020 presidential race, he himself acknowledged his gaffe-prone nature, but stressed that he's the most qualified person to run the country. Not sure about whether he's lived up to the promise, but his gaffes have certainly not ended. At a recent gathering in North Carolina, the 79-year-old US president delivered an arousing speech and then turned around to shake hands with thin air. Watch how. The video has since gone viral, and Twitter users are having a field day. Some say he was shaking hands with his voter base. Others say it was John Cena. And yet others are pointing out how this wasn't the first time. How the US president has on numerous occasions shaken hands with absolutely no one. The handshake gaffe is certainly chucklesome, but it's just one among many, from slips of tongue to falling asleep to abusing on mic. Biden has done it all. At last year's COP26 climate summit, Biden fell asleep for more than 30 seconds. He was then woken by a staff member and then proceeded to applaud as if he listened to the entire speech. This was last year. Biden was caught on a hot mic, cursing a Fox News reporter at a White House event. On another occasion, he called Kamala Harris the president instead of vice president. On yet another occasion, he called her the first lady.
In the arrangement, who's on the stage because of the first lady's husband.
Sometimes he gets confused, trying to find his way off the stage. Embarrassing or not, Biden's gaffes help him stay in the headlines more than his actual policies ever do. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.